Alright guys, we are back. Okay, and by we are back I mean I've been playing this and I've been posting the results on Instagram. Okay, if you guys follow me on Instagram, it is Burlington Bulldogs NHL. Okay, but this is the first video I am recording. Okay, and going to post. We are in year 1, 2, 3. In the 4th year right now, guys. 3 seasons have been completed, as you guys can see there. St. Louis Blues, NHL20, okay? Took me a little bit to find the groove. I wanted to make sure I understood everything before I started posting videos, but I still wanted to continue with all of the content on Instagram. And then I'm going to start my YouTube channel, and I'm going to try and keep it fairly short with, I'd say, I don't know, maybe 20-minute episodes, and then there's going to be different parts you guys can, fast forward to or whatever, right, if you want. But let's just go over, if this is the first time watching. Okay, let's just go over a couple of things here, just so you guys know. Okay, so we are the Burlington Bulldogs. Burlington is a city right beside Hamilton and not too far from Toronto. So we are in the Atlantic Division. Okay, as you guys can see here, we've got the Canadiens, Tampa Bay, us right there, Florida, Ottawa, Boston, Buffalo, and Toronto. Okay, that is our division. And of course the rest of the league is all the same. Okay, all the same teams. I'll just run through it real quick here for you guys, just so you guys can see. Okay, I'm also going to go through real quick. I'm hoping to keep it under 5 minutes here. All of the changes that happened. So we had the expansion draft, as we are an expansion team. Okay, and I will show you guys the contracts. Okay, so we'll start here with the big boys. Okay, let's go. We grabbed this guy in the first draft. That's the draft that the players 19 draft were already assigned to. Okay, first round we got the 4th overall pick, as you usually do as an expansion team, and I drafted this guy. Okay, Jacob Zizika. Alright, Zizika, he turned out he wasn't NHL ready, so he played a couple years down. I think it was, yeah, wherever that is, the Extra Liga. Alright, then he played 1 season down for HL affiliate, or HL affiliate is the Oakville Admirals. Okay, as you can see, he put up a lot of points there. He is a sniper. Played him a little bit because we had an injury, just kind of see what he had to do. Put up 2 points in 3 games. I believe he played on the 3rd line. Yeah, 3rd line, no power play, so look at that, right? He 13:30 per minute, so he got some ice time, but as a rookie, just trying to see what he got, and then try him out here. First season, which was last season. Okay, he obviously did very well. 29 goals, looks like a premier goal scorer for the future. And this season he's kind of I don't want to say dropping off, but almost on pace for the exact same year, maybe a little bit less. Okay, so that's basically him. We got Lucas Raymond in that draft as well. Sorry, in the next draft, 2020 draft. Right, this is 2000. Oh, so we did get Raymond in the same draft there. We got this guy Solikov, which was great offensive defenseman. Turned out to be an absolute steal at 7th. He was projected to go, I believe it was 3rd or 4th, and we had the 7th pick. Or sorry, we had I believe it was 10th or 11th pick, and we traded up, just some assets we had. And we just drafted this guy. Sorry, this was the guy that we drafted. I'm trying to remember the people that we drafted. This is the guy who drafted 2019, as you can see. I mixed him up. He's a power forward. He didn't really turn into that much right now. I'm hoping he grows a little bit more. He's got the right stats and everything, but he doesn't seem to be doing what we want him to do. So obviously we'll have to wait and see if he does grow, but I don't mind flipping him in the future. He is playing, I believe, on our 3rd line. We moved him around a little bit. Then we got this guy. This is our last draft. He was a defensive defenseman. We got the second overall pick. We were initially supposed to get 7th from the lottery. And you can see his overall there, 79. So we tried him out preseason. He did alright. So we decided to keep him. And look at that, plus minus of 2. Right, I believe he's playing on the second pairing. I'll show you guys the lines there in a little bit, but I just want to go over everything that happened. And those are essentially our big picks. Dowd, which was the last draft, playmaker. This guy turned out to be an absolute stud. Like, he's only medium elite, but you'd think this guy would have been franchise. Just killing it, right? Sorry, he was the year before Wowls here. I believe he played 1 down in the AHL. Is that right? No, he played back in the USA. So that's basically what we got. We got Pietrangelo pretty quickly in the off season, and he turned into our captain. Just got Klingberg for 2 years. I'll show you guys our centers here, kind of like our depth. Trying to wrap this up in about 50 seconds. So, Dowd, Cirelli, this guy's been a key piece for us the last couple years. I want to keep him around for basically as long as I can. He is hitting some injuries, which is unfortunate. As you guys can see, he's only played the 1 full season with us. Injuries, full season, which is good. And he's hit lots of injuries this year too. I think he's missed about 7 games, so who knows, but I want to keep him around. I believe I have him signed quite a long time, only 1 year, but I believe he is signed. So I'll show you guys contracts. Yeah, look at that, he's signed for another 4 years, so I expect to keep him around just kind of as it is. I'm trying to wrap it up. This guy, he was from the Bruins. I picked him up from the Bruins. He was supposed to be a really good playmaker. Hasn't really turned into much. First year, you can see he did very well. Considering I believe he was playing on the 4th line, and he kind of fell off the tracks. And this year, he's looking like he's not going to be much either. He might turn into kind of like a trade bait. Okay, pardon me for that. Notification on my phone. I thought I had it on silent. I didn't. And we got Strome here. Strome's been acquired. I believe it was not this year, last year. Yep. Picked him up at the deadline, just trying to help us out a little bit. And he looks like somebody that might be sticking around. I'm not really too sure what's going on with him. Gaudette. This guy, when I got him, I was like grinning ear to ear. Pick up from Vancouver. And, first couple of seasons, this season, 57 games played, 23 points. I thought, man, this guy's going to be somebody. And he's kind of fallen off a little bit. I don't know if it's the playing time. You guys can see I've kind of been playing him a little bit less. But really not that much. Really only maybe a minute and a bit. Okay. So I'm not sure what's going on with him. He is a free agent. I don't want to walk him. I'd probably want to sign him maybe for another year, depending, kind of see what he wants. Take a quick look here. 2.3, he might be somebody who has a 4th liner. And then Bergeron I picked up this year just to try and push us over the edge. Great acquisition, had an amazing season for Boston the last 2 years, actually 3 years. He's getting up there in age, so I need to be wary of that. And with some of our guys coming up, especially Dowd, right? Dowd might be taking over that first line, which kind of I thought Cirelli was going to, but Dowd just blew up. So that's kind of our centers. We'll check out in the system here. Nobody's really spiking off the track here. This guy's a playmaker. He might be making the jump next year. We'll see kind of what our lineup looks like. Okay. Pretty much it for in the system. We got left wingers here. Okay, this is the guy obviously I was talking about, drafted in that kind of like throwaway draft. Sammy Blais, I want to keep this guy around, build around him. 26, until the foreseeable future. Even if he drops down to a 3rd liner with some of the guys coming up, then he drops down to a 3rd liner. But I want to keep him around, especially at that price point. And then I'll show you guys in the system. A lot of these left wingers I interchange with right wingers a lot, just so you guys know that, you know, when I show the lines or whatever, I might be thinking like one year I had one left winger, but I had like, I think it was 6 or 7 right wingers. Okay, right? The position doesn't matter too much. What does matter a lot is the shot hand. If they're a sniper, you know, you might want to play them on the offside or what have you, right? Got Hoffman here. He was somebody that was incredible for us the last year. It's fallen off the tracks a little bit this year, as you can see. I believe his contract's... Oh, okay, so it does have a couple years. I thought it was running out, but, you know, he might be somebody we trade 33. I don't know, a contract like that, 6.6, might be a little bit hard to move. Maybe I have to keep him as kind of a, you know, a bottom 6 or something, I'm not too sure. And then this guy has just been depth for us, so he was supposed to be somebody, never really turned into it, but that's alright. Show you guys right wingers. Raymond, Zizica, and Duclair. These two guys, I have really high hopes for Raymond and Zizica. I think these two right now are playing on the same line. Raymond's just killing it. 24 points, 40 games, but he has been injured on and off. So I've been trying to limit his ice time. And Zizica, just an absolute goal scorer. I think this guy is going to be the guy that we point to in the future. I'm hoping he grows a little bit more at 5'9", 190, but we'll see. Raymond, 5'10", 175. So taller, not as big, but you can see he doesn't really need to use his physical side as a sniper. In the roster, I'll show you guys what we got coming up. Nobody really incredible. We do have some pieces, you know, that might move in to kind of like the top lineup. This guy has been floating up and down. As you can see, 21 games played, I believe that's this season, so he's been floating up and down. Clear waivers, I decided to send him down when we had an injury. He never got claimed, so who knows. So we're definitely looking to build some pieces for the future on our right side, but on our left side, you know, we've got some guys. Hoping this guy pulls into something. Bittner's probably going to be a depth piece next year. So we'll see. Go on to defense here. Main roster, of course, it's looking pretty good with these two guys as the top tandem. Klingberg, Petrangelo, and these two guys for the future here. Sokolov and Walls. Carlo, Tanev probably gone next year. I believe he wants quite a bit of money. Yeah, he wants 4 years, 4.87. He's not getting that, guarantee it, so he might be walking, or maybe I can rinse him down to a 1 year. I don't know, he's a good veteran for us. Goligoski's gone, he's just been playing depth for us, as you can see. Lots of injuries. And Carlo's been supposed to be in and out, but I believe he had a huge injury at the start of the season, which was like 28 games, and it actually dropped his overall quite a bit, and he doesn't really fit in our chemistry, so need to figure out, yeah, as you can see here, he's unhappy, ice time, ice time, ice time. I thought he had an injury here. Let's see here, it doesn't show it, I believe he had an injury though. So he, you know, these two guys, Goligoski, Carlos, kind of in depth. Coming up the pipeline here, we got this guy Boss. I don't think he's really going to turn into much. 50-19, I'm hoping so. Two-way defender, but who knows what the future holds for him, right? 4th rounder, so he's basically a mix-up. And a couple of these guys, this Purcell guy, I've got really high hopes for. 69-20. Still just got signed to his rookie contract. Let's see what he does. I'm not expecting to move him up until he's at least 22, so now we're looking at kind of a timeline for some of these guys. Casey Fitzgerald, he might be a depth piece, I don't know. 25, offensive defenseman, he's not really putting up crazy numbers. I mean, he's doing alright in AHL, I guess, right? 26 points, 29 games, but we'll see. Maybe I'll call him up if we have another big injury, since I don't know what's going on, and some of these other guys are pretty much interchangeable. I mean, we don't really have huge depth, but we do have some guys that are coming up. Goalies I'm pretty proud of right now. Got Bennington quite a bit, another 3 years. And then this guy Wolf, this guy played him a little bit this year as we had an injury. He's supposed to be moving back down to waivers once this Vladimir guy is 100%. I believe he might have just been 100%, or he's either just injured. I don't see it under his name, but he might have a slight injury. So Wolf will get moved back down. He's a 76, low starter. He might turn into a backup, or he might even turn into a starter. I don't think he's going to grow past 83, 84, but who knows? I mean, future's bright for this kid. He'll be signed after his rookie contract almost indefinitely. I mean, 24, who knows what this guy's like. Burlington, I'm hoping, if it works out, maybe we pass the rollover, who knows. Up the system, we've got really good elite guy here. This guy's been starting in our AHL, as you can see, 16 games. Wolf did start in our AHL before we had to move him up. And then this guy's kind of just backing him up, AHL starter, and then this guy is just because we had to sign somebody when we moved him up. So I don't think he's played at all 4 games. Maybe he has. Let's see. Okay, 4 games. But anyways, so that's our team. That's kind of been catching up here, and I'm gonna end it there. And the first one's gonna be short, and then we're gonna move into talking kind of a little bit about what I expect from this season, as we are, 44 games in. I believe we're about 18 games away from the deadline, and where we are, let's see, yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, so 17 games away from the deadline. That's what we're looking at. So anyways, we will see what the future holds. Maybe we try and get some picks for this year with some of those guys I was talking about that wouldn't mind trading, or maybe we really have a strong playoff push. I think this team can really do something. At least go to the second round, third round, maybe, depending who we get matched up against. But that'll be next episode for sure. So thanks for tuning in. Just kind of starting up, getting an understanding of how everything works, and hope to see you in the next one.